Hey everyone, and welcome to another All About RVs video. Today we're going to take a look at a brand new 2022 Ahara 325RL by East To West RV. This is a new fifth wheel lineup for the East To West brand. We're going to take a few minutes, walk you through the inside and outside of the RV. Then we're going to close it all up and show you what it looks like closed. We'll be right back on the inside. All right guys, we are now up inside the new 2022 Ahara 325RL by East To West RV. This is their new fifth wheel brand, and this is the step above the Tandera that they've had out for a while. We'll start here on the door side area here. So we have a large super slide that goes out again on the door side of the RV. You have the table, which is attached to the wall instead of having the big pedestal foot in the middle. So it is a little easier on the knees and feet and stuff when you're sitting at your table here. 4 freestanding chairs that do have the storage and stuff built into the seats on them as well. They are using that woven material on the slide floor instead of carpet. And then you have linoleum on your main subfloor. One of the big differences between the Tandera and the Ahara is going to be the fact that the Ahara is a wide body unit. So you're roughly 101.5 inches wide. So you are a wide body unit. It's going to feel a little bit bigger inside than it does in the Tandera. The theater seat here, straight across from your TV area here. This is a power theater seat, does have USB charger port built in on each arm, and you have a little storage and cup holder area in the middle. The sofa across the back area here flips out nice and easy into a large sleeper bed here. And there's still room to maneuver around the foot area to scoot by the island if you need to. You have electric outlets and USB charger ports on both sides of the sofa as well. Little end tables on each side. Huge windows throughout this whole back section here and the slide area here. And all of these windows do open. They're deep tint safety glass windows. Got a pretty good amount of storage overhead of the sofa here. Lots of room here. Floor space area wise, plenty of room here to maneuver around. The island area is actually bigger, a little bit wider than what you would find in the Tandera version as well. Also, you'll notice that the heat ducts are not going to be through the floor area as we walk through the RV. They actually come out the sides of like the island here or below the pantry over there. You'll kind of see some different areas as we walk through the RV. Big, wide electric fireplace. It's basically just a fancy electric space heater, but it actually knocks the chill off pretty well. Just above there is a pretty good amount of storage area. You have a little flip-up glass, tinted glass area right there, and it gives you plenty of room for like a cable box or satellite box, something along those lines, Blu-ray player, whatever you want to put in there. And then you also have the Jensen stereo back there as well, which controls the 2 speakers out here. And then you also have 2 outdoor speakers you'll see when we get out there. Big TV here that is on a up and down actuator arm basically. So the TV will drop down into the cabinet area, giving you more counter space and stuff. But there's also a window behind it. So if you're not watching TV or not a big TV person, you can drop that TV down into that cabinet and have it totally out of your way. Now the controls for that are up in the left corner of that little cabinet area right there. So there's an electric outlet up there and then also the up and down button for the TV. Then you have the overhead cabinets above the TV as well. Now kind of looking up here at our ceiling area here, We do have 3 ACs on this unit. There's 2 ACs down here in this section and 1 up in the bedroom you'll see when we get up there. So on the ACs here, they basically have 4 directional vents on them, or 1 big vent that you can dump out the air depending on how you want it to go. So you have an AC here. There is another AC up here just in front of the pantry area here. And then you're gonna have the one in the bedroom you'll see when we get there. So plenty of air to keep this thing cool in the summertime. One of the other differences between the Tandera and this is going to be the countertops themselves down here in the kitchen area. So you do have a nicer, little heavier duty, solid surface kitchen countertop. High-rise spring sprayer faucet, and you do have the large undermount stainless sink. It is one big sink, so there's not a split sink in the unit. You'll notice the island cabinet color is totally different than the rest of the cabinets in the RV. Down below here you have your trash can area, couple drawers, and tons of storage space underneath this sink area. Also on the side of the island, there are 2 electric outlets, a couple light switches for the accent lighting, and then your propane leak detector down there as well. I'm looking over at your oven area here. They're currently using the larger Furrion oven, which does have the matching pull-out drawer below. You have storage on each side, and you also have a drawer on each side. Again, full extending ball bearing drawer guided drawers. Glass front on the oven, does have the light built in, have the light up knobs, 3-burner stove top, flip down glass lid for extra counter space when you're not using the stove top. There's a couple lights, one on each side of the oven there on the bottom of that cabinet area. Electric outlet on the right as well. There's also an electric outlet just behind that left light on that cabinet up there. Some overhead cabinet space and cabinet space on each side of the large LG microwave that they're currently using. Now this one was ordered with the Dometic gas and electric refrigerator. The residential is what you'll probably find more often in the unit, but this was ordered with the gas and electric Dometic 4-door refrigerator. There's also some storage up above. Now one of the cool things I really like about this floor plan is this huge pantry slash closet area. There's storage up above, you can see in that picture that's popping up as well. But let's kind of see what this looks like all opened up here. This thing is massive. You can see kind of a vent area down there on the bottom section. The shelving on the right is removable or adjustable, so you could adjust the shelf heights or remove them if you want. And then you have like a little coat hooks, hangers up there as well if you wanted to do that. There's also an electric outlet down there on the right side as well. But a really, really big pantry area. And again, that overhead spot up above, little tough to reach, so you probably need a step stool to get up there to get to it unless you're a super tall guy. But it definitely has a lot more storage up there to stash some stuff you probably wouldn't use every day. Fire extinguisher there. Now, just below that bottom step is quite a bit of storage space. Actually goes back in there, so you could kick your shoes off and kind of push them back under that step if you wanted to. Electric box with the breakers and fuses is also right there. On the side right here when you first walk in, you have your slide buttons, individual button for each slide. The bedroom slide is an electric slide. The downstairs slides are hydraulic slides and still have an individual button inside for each one. The thermostats for the 2 ACs downstairs, and then the main thermostat also works the propane furnace. 2 awnings on the outside you'll see when we get back out there, so you have a button for each awning. Awning light switch, cap light switch. So there's some light switches here for the interior and stuff. 12-volt tank heaters for winter camping, water pump switch. We have the electric switch for the water heater and the gas switch for the water heater. Your holding tanks, just to see how full they're getting, freshwater tank, battery condition, all that stuff is located right here. So easy to get to. Control for the turbo exhaust fan. Again, you have a turbo exhaust fan right over there. So if you are in here cooking or just want to pull a bunch of fresh air into the RV, you can open up those windows, turn on that turbo exhaust fan, and really suck in the cooler air outside if it's cool enough, or fresh air if it's hot, whatever you want to do. The unit comes pre-wired for solar. This is where it would go if you do that. We're probably going to stock the solar on most of the units, but it is technically an option. This was the first one at the factory built for us and got ready for us. This one was unfortunately ordered without the solar, but again, if you are a boondock camper, you can get that and add it aftermarket as well. Handle here going up to the bathroom bedroom area. Pop up a few pictures of this bathroom here. So we have a porcelain foot flush toilet. Does have a little bit nicer lid on it as well. Sliding door to give you privacy from the bedroom area. And then you also have pretty deep storage space there for your towels and linens and stuff. The unit has a one-piece fiberglass shower with a sit-down seat area in it as well. Sliding glass panel doors for keeping the water and stuff in. Skylight up above. There's air conditioning in here along with heat in here as well. You have a little exhaust fan and stuff up there as well. Now we're going to step over into the bedroom to look a little more directly at this area here. But you do have 4 full extending ball bearing drawer guided drawers. Some storage down below the sink area there. A decent amount of counter space for an RV bathroom. And quite a bit of medicine cabinet space here as well. And again, a sliding pocket door over there to give you privacy from the hallway area. But a fairly decent bathroom for an RV to be able to get in and out of and get dressed in the camper, or in the shower area, I mean. So over here in the bedroom area, a lot of room here at the foot of the bed area here, so plenty of room here to kind of do what you need to do, getting up in the morning, getting dressed, getting ready. So got a lot of room there in the floor space area there. Now this has a camper king bed. There's a little nightstand on each side. They did kind of a little decorative headboard back there. Window on each side of the bed does open. A little LED light strip up there, individual reading lights as well. Now on each side of the bed, there is a USB charger port and electric outlet, either one. There's also 2 large drawers you can see coming out the foot of the bed area here. This bed does not raise up because they built in 2 really large drawers and kind of took up the space underneath the bed. Now you have a little dresser area here at the foot of the bed area there. Again, 4 more drawers. Little shelf space there. Big window overlooking your campsite area. And then there's TV hookups above the window here and a backer in the wall if you wanted to mount a TV in this area. Air conditioner up here again. And on the right side here, you have a large closet area or stackable washer dryer area. So it's all set up for washer dryer. Then you do have a little closet area here. And this is fairly good size closet space. Again, this is a wide body camper, so you're getting that extra few inches of space compared to some of the other brands. Decent amount of room again to kind of maneuver around the bed area here. And this mattress, you can kind of slide it over a little bit, give yourself an extra inch or two on either side, depending on which way you want to push it. The thermostat for the third AC is on the wall right there. Light switch area there as well. All vinyl floor up here in this area. And the bedroom door here does have a little magnetic catch down there to kind of hold it back out of your way so it's just not swinging around. This light here in the hallway is actually a motion light also. And your smoke detector's up there. And then there's also a little thing here, again, kind of reminded you about that Wi-Fi hotspot stuff there. Again, talk with your sales guy about that. They'll be glad to kind of go over that stuff with you if that stuff interests you. All right, guys, we are going to head back outside. I want to show you around the outside of the RV. It's getting pretty dark. So we're going to check out the outside real quick, and then we will come back in and close her right back up. All right, guys, we're now back on the outside of the new 2022 Ahara 325RL by East to West. We're going to start here on the door side of the RV and kind of spin our way around. So first things up, this is a fiberglass exterior unit, and that fiberglass is attached to an Azdel composite material instead of the lesser Luan board. So you do have a little bit of an upgraded sidewall over a lot of different brands out there. It is a traditional aluminum studded sidewall, 2 inches thick, has the black metal skirting along the bottom side of it. We have 2 power awnings on the unit here. You have LED light strip built into both. Again, both are power and they have the adjustable arms for tilting and water runoff. The unit has the 6-point hydraulic auto level system. So you have 2 jacks up front, 2 jacks in front of the axles, and 2 jacks behind the axles. And again, it is hydraulic, so it is a little bit stronger, faster, and more reliable than the traditional electric version you'll find on a lot of fifth wheels. In the front storage compartment up here, you have one of your 2 30-pound propane tanks. So one on this side, one on the other side. You'll see when we get around to it. It does have the swing door there with the slam lock baggage door. And over here, you have a large storage compartment here. Now there are TV hookups and stuff in here, electric outlet in here. You can kind of see some of that aluminum tube framing and stuff up there as well. The unit has the Drop Z frame. So basically, it's a little hard to see down here, but you can kind of see the black tube on the bottom. So just in front of the steps there is where it kind of drops down and creates a taller storage compartment area compared to a traditional mid-profile fifth wheel or low-profile style fifth wheel. So you do have a taller storage compartment, which is pretty common when you get to the higher end fifth wheel market. You do have the More Ride step above step here with the adjustable feet. Again, quad step going in there, it flips up inside the doorway, and it is rated for 500 pounds, where a traditional hover step is only rated for 300 pounds. Traditional RV entry door and screen door, nothing real special there. You do have, again, that large folding entry handle there to help you get in and out of the RV. And right next to that entry door handle there is your model number for the RV. So if you're out shopping and looking on a dealer's lot, look usually right in that area, and that'll tell you what your model is. Little step light there at the step as well. Dual axle unit, 4-wheel electric drum brakes. We'll get to the tire specs and stuff when we get to the other side. It does have an electric outlet here as well on the side of the slide there. Now, kind of stepping back here a little bit, you might be able to see up there the 3 ACs. Again, you've seen that when we were inside. The unit had 3 ACs. And then also that Winegard 360 up there in between those front 2 ACs. On around to the back side here, there is a LP quick disconnect right down here. Traditional flat back rear end for an RV. Ladder comes down nice and low, so it's easy to get up onto the roof to check it out and inspect it and stuff. It is pre-wired for a rear observation camera. If you want to add that, talk with your sales guy about that. There's a hitch down here in the back. Now this is basically just for like a bike rack and stuff. It is not meant to tow a boat or a utility trailer or anything like that. Strictly for more luggage than anything. Now down below here, there is the freshwater tank drain. Again, this one was ordered with the gas and electric refrigerator. So you have these two black panels here on the slide. If you do the residential, you won't have those holes there, as they need these black panels for venting and stuff like that of the heat that's created from the gas and everything like that. Do have a light here so you can kind of see on this area if you need to dump or anything at nighttime. Just behind the jack here is also the low point water drains. You have your detachable power cord, which is roughly about a 25 or 30 foot cord. Again, 50 amp service. You have your furnace exhaust out here. You have your water heater here, and you can also see in there you have the drain plug 1 1/16", and then your pressure relief valve up top there. Now in this little compartment area here, you do have your gray galley and black dump handles. So they're all up here, nice and easy to get to. Battery disconnect, electric outlet, motion light up here, outside utility shower, black tank flush, city water inlet, fresh water fill, all done by changing those colored knobs there. Light switch for some cap lights. And then it has this little door that opens up and it gets you back in behind here for your water pump and things like this. So it makes it easier to not only work on things, check for leaks, but also to winterize the RV as well when you're trying to do things. This door here has the slam lock baggage doors, again, the little locks and everything. Thicker baggage door, and it has the shock assist on it as well. Back in behind this first door here is going to be your second propane tank that we talked about earlier. And then that little black square there is where your jack controls are for the auto level jack system. Now we're going to pop up some stickers here. The first one is going to be your main data sticker. This has your production date, axle sizes, has the VIN number on it, but most importantly, it has that gross vehicle weight on it. Do not exceed that number. It's the most you can load the RV up to, hitch weight, axle weight, everything combined. Next is your unloaded vehicle weight sticker, which is basically what the RV weighed when it rolled off the factory assembly line, and it also has the length of the RV on it too. And next is going to be your cargo carrying capacity stickers. Those basically are just kind of giving you the amount of weight you're allowed to load into it. And last but not least is that tire sticker. Has your tire size on there, and then it also has that tire pressure on it as well. Make sure you do not let that pressure drop too low in your tires, guys. Very important, because if they drop too low, they can't hold the weight of the RV properly and will blow out a lot easier going down the road. So really check into that before every long trip. Really nice fiberglass front cap on the front as well. You can see multiple LED lights built into the front section. So again, it just kind of really lightens up that front area there. Also help you with the hookup and things like that at nighttime. As you can see, it's dark outside here, but it is still fairly bright here in the front. The unit has the Rhino pen box on the front section here. Now, this box is kind of newer to the RV industry. It's been around a couple years, but you have to make sure if you're going to upgrade this to like a MoorRide or a Trail Air or a Reese Goose box or something like that, you have to make sure the bolt pattern bolts up with the Rhino box so that everything fits properly. Down in here, you have your storage area, just a big storage compartment area here. Back in there is the hydraulic system for your jacks and the downstairs slides, room for a couple batteries. And then you could put a lot of things in here, your dirty tools, all that type of stuff. I did forget to mention earlier the spare tire underneath the back. You probably seen it when we were popping up the picture of that rear hitch and stuff as well. All right, guys, we're going to run back inside. I want to close this thing up, show you what it looks like closed. So we'll be right back on the inside. All right, guys, we are back on the inside of the brand new 2022 Ahara 325RL fifth wall here. And I want to show you what it looks like with the slides and stuff closed here. So we are going to come back into our main control panel here. Again, all three of our slide buttons are right here. And we're going to run these slides in. So we're going to start here with the bedroom slide. I'm going to set this camera down a little bit here just so you can kind of see this. And run this in. So basically the bed base itself doesn't really move. There is a wood platform that's kind of holding the mattress in place and allowing it to slide inward here. So that kind of comes straight in, and again it'll go straight back out. But you can kind of see here there is a decent amount of room to still kind of maneuver around. If I needed to scoot through here, I can scoot through here or kind of climb over the bed if needed to get to my closet area here. It is a snug fit, but you got a few inches there to do so. The bedroom door freely swings in or out with the bed closed up. Some of the brands, if you watch some of my videos, you got to leave that door propped open to get into the bedroom. Here, doesn't really matter. You can get in or out either way. And then obviously you could still walk through your bathroom into the bedroom if needed to. All right, now the downstairs area, we'll run these in, show you what that looks like. Again, the downstairs slides are hydraulic, so they're going to sound a little different and they move a little different than the upstairs electric bed. So we're bringing in this one first. So when this comes in, it comes in really close to your island here. So you're not really getting back in there and doing much of anything to that section with that slide closed. You can still get to half your pantry. You can also obviously get to the refrigerator and stuff here as well with the slide closed. Bringing in the other slide over here. Now this slide is a flush floor slide, so it actually kind of kicks upward a little bit more and comes in at a hair of an angle to come over that subfloor. Then it kind of settles back down once it gets in. So when this slide comes in, I can still come right on in here and wash my hands if I'm at a rest area or something like that. I can come in and load my refrigerator. Again, get to that little closet / pantry area if needed. So I can still do a few things down here. Most importantly, get to my refrigerator and wash my hands at the sink area if I needed to. I can still go up, go to bed. I can still use my bathroom. So can do quite a bit at a rest area or, you know, a Kroger's, Walmart parking lot, something like that when you're needing to just kind of stop and take a break. And then again, when you are ready to open the RV back up, you just hit the button to go right back out. Always make sure your floor is clean, guys, before you run the slides in. And always check your surroundings before you run the slides out so you don't accidentally hit a electric pole or water pole or something at the campground. Definitely a good thing to walk around before you truly open everything up. All right, guys, again, thank you very much for taking the time to watch my videos, guys. Really, really do appreciate you.